with this protocol, and it really is life-changing, as you'll learn tonight. And so what we want to do is we want to get it out to as many people as possible. So for any of you who would be willing to go to my Facebook wall, let me just mute that part. Boom. If you'd be willing to go to my Facebook wall and go, and if you're wanting to reach people and impact people with ER Shred, then you can go and share that to your wall, or I think you can even share it to your story, which is cool. I'm just going to hit record and then we'll go. Welcome everyone to the ER Shred Come Alive call. Grateful that you're all with us. We have an incredible call planned for tonight, and I just want to, that's interesting. Hi, Mimi, you're there, but it says you're muted, so that's interesting. Who else can see Mimi as the speaker? Raise your hand if, okay, you see me. That's interesting. I can just see Mimi. There you are. Well, that's fun. Anyhow, everyone, thank you for joining us. Very grateful. ER Shred is really taking hold, and it has. I mean, it's certainly been proven now to be a legitimate elimination protocol, and it has all kinds of incredible benefits. And that's some of what you'll learn tonight, is all the different, wide array of benefits that people realize when they shred their body, and eliminate, reset, and shred, and that's really what this is all about. So I hope you guys will approach this with an open mind. If this is your first time learning about ER Shred, I'm hoping that you guys will kind of give place for this, because a lot of us thought it was crazy too. Just wanted to start by covering a couple things before we get started with testimonials. I posted a disclaimer on Facebook. I'm sure that our chief shreducator, Heather Sika-Leonard, has also posted the disclaimer in the chat. I wanted to recognize her actually for hosting the call last night, which was Shred Your Body. So thank you so much, Heather Sika-Leonard, for the incredible call last night. You did a tremendous job. And also wanted to recognize, hold on one second, Megan McIsaac for her tremendous contributions. I can't log into my note again. Hold on, I know the password now. There we go. That didn't work. I keep all the plans for the call on this note. Okay, good. I got it. Because one time I couldn't, and that was a nightmare. So wanted to say thank you to you both last night. It was an incredibly vulnerable call, and Megan really opened up. It was beautiful. And for those of you that didn't get the chance to hear it, please go listen to it on either YouTube or on the podcast. And I think you'll be amazed by the, it's just real. I mean, that's all I can tell you. It's just real. It's just beautiful what we're experiencing here. Okay. Also wanted to recognize last Monday, we actually had a Mimi Terrell Heart of ER Shred Award go out to Mickey Boder. So Mickey, we love you. Just wanted to acknowledge you for all of your contributions. Everyone's clapping for you. And we really do thank you so much. Our Hearts of ER Shred are what make this what it is, truly. And excuse me. Thank you to Ambassador Bob Sivright, and also to the Spirit of ER Shred, Lenny Evans, for their call last Thursday. And it was incredible. And it was really amazing. And also there's going to be a call tomorrow night. Same thing, Bob and Lenny, and they're going to dive deeper. So for those of you who see ER Shred as a potential opportunity to serve your family financially, to supplement your income, if you just even want to just share the shred because it's fun and you love the community and you want to be a part of that, make sure you get on Bob's call tomorrow night. That will be at shreddersunite.com. And it's the same time as this call. So make sure you're a member of that group at shreddersunite.com. Okay. with all that out of the way, my first guest is an old friend of mine, and he's awesome. He's a great guy, and so my family has known Kevin Stevenette for a very long time, and I'm so excited to have him on here. And he knows why, because we have a history together, and I love him. So, Kevin Stevenette, are you out there, and can you unmute?
I'm out here and I can unmute.
Now, Kevin, wait just a gosh darn second there. What do you got there behind you?
Well, I didn't get a t-shirt and a hat with the bling, so this is my new screensaver.
Okay.
Get Dawn and Crystal back there on the big monitor with their ER Shred logo. You guys didn't get one of those? I didn't get a hat.
I love it, brother. I love it. Kevin, you're awesome. I've always loved your sense of humor. I love the scruff you got going on. So, where are you calling from?
I live in a little cowboy town called Oakdale, California.
Oakdale, California.
So I'm on the 120 on the way to Yosemite, about an hour from Yosemite.
Oh, lucky. Very cool. Okay. And who shared ER Shred with you?
A couple of friends of mine from years ago.
Oh, there you go.
Crystal Escobar.
Thank you for that. Were you just watching online, or how did that work? Were you watching?
Online. I saw this new protocol you guys were putting together using the Isagenix products.
Mm-hmm.
That is how we met, as you recall.
Right.
And I remember doing, was the 9-day cleanse back then?
Yeah, originally, yeah.
And I'll tell you, it was brutal.
Yeah.
The cleanse drink, the aloe vera, whatever it was. I mean, it's a similar consistency to the Cleanse for Life now. But
yes,
it was like tweak your nose and drink it, right?
It was. In fact, I had people that referred to it as blood juice.
Blood juice?
Yeah, because it did have that iron taste. It was interesting.
So when I saw you bite the butter in the Costco parking lot.
Oh, you saw that with the shrimp.
Like, really?
Yeah, yep. Shock value.
Here's my weirdness. See, I'm drinking this stuff on my days in a wine glass. And
no, that's not weird. A lot of people actually do that.
Tastes delicious. And that blew my mind.
Yeah.
Bone broth, first time. Really? Try it. But my whole thing was I wanted to lose some pounds.
Right.
And I was topping the scales about a month ago at 275.
Mm-hmm.
And that's life on the road. That's knowing the menu of Taco Bell by heart, that kind of stuff. And thought I'd just try this. And pleasantly surprised that you can have steak as part of this deal.
Rough.
In this last month, I was doing a trade show in Las Vegas. I actually took my bone broth and shake mix and my shaker to the Paris Hotel in Las Vegas, and managed to keep up with it during a trade show. And I had zero fatigue. I had lots of energy. I passed the time of the bone broth due time, if you will, when it was due, and still felt fine.
Fantastic. I wanted to point out, so you have that contrasting perspective of, probably initially when you did that 9-day protocol, the deprivation, the what feels like, punishment.
How many snacks you took?
What's that?
I didn't care how many snacks I took. It still had that pang of I'm hungry.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Even on shake days, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you have that alternate perspective, which I think is really cool, because this is all about satiation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's what you're explaining.
Even on the cleanse days, I'm not hungry at all.
Wow.
There's one thing that's interesting to me besides the weight drop, and I'm down to 254 right now.
Mm-hmm. From 275, was it?
275 to, so for 20-ish pounds.
In how much time?
In 3.5 weeks.
Awesome.
Yeah, January 10th I started.
Congratulations.
4 weeks. Here's what's interesting though. I have had my left foot swell for years.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone through the cardiograms and EKG tests, all that sort of thing, because same size as your heart. That was my thought. Better go see the doctor, and blood pressure's fine. But I would have my foot swell all the time.
Right.
I take it off. I take shoes off at my sister's house, and who's a nurse. Kathy thinks there's something wrong with me. I better go in or I'm going to get my foot amputated. This has reduced that swelling. It blows my mind. I've had it for years.
Way
I don't know what.
cool.
I don't know what.
No, we've seen pictures of people who just had, significant swelling,
Yeah.
and the difference that they show. And, these are things that they've dealt with for 10, 20 years. We're not claiming to cure, prevent, treat any kind of illness or anything like that. It's just fascinating how the body responds when you get off all the most common food culprits
Mhm.
that are really causing, a lot of our troubles, and then, feed your body what it's intended to eat, nutrient
I don't know if
dense
it's just
foods.
purging sugars out of my body. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the
Did you notice any, while on that flow, did you notice anything else? Any other kind of result that,
clarity. I'm on the phone all day long, and there's days where you forget stuff, and it just seems like everything just clicks now.
yeah, sharp.
And mood, happy. I'm a happy guy anyway, so.
Oh man, that gets better. Just keep, if you keep going with the lifestyle, and then, periodic shreds, that happiness factor seems to.
I've had a couple of slip ups. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm close, but every once in a while, I like Mexican food and a margarita.
Right.
And there's regret afterwards, but just I don't feel good.
It's more so out of feeling rather than just guilt.
It's not guilt.
Good.
I'll drink a margarita with you anytime.
Good.
We wouldn't have done that before, by the way, would we?
That's true.
Another story,
But I stopped drinking now for the same
Wait.
reason, you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't feel good on it.
Mhm.
So that's really cool. And did you ever have that moment where you felt a different kind of energy?
I don't know if I call it a different kind of energy. Just didn't drop.
Mm,
When you're doing regular diet,
more stable?
stability is a good question, a good statement.
Okay.
Because you've got the highs and lows, peaks and valleys wherever you go when you're on the sugar fix.
Yep.
Soda pop, energy drinks, all that crap.
That's right.
And not with this. I haven't experienced that at all. Just been
Fantastic. Kevin, the last thing I wanted to ask you, because I didn't get a chance to earlier, just so that people can get to know you better. What is your passion?
Oh gosh. Well, I'm happily single, but that's not my passion. My passion is my 5 grandkids.
Oh,
So I have the
cool.
flexibility to be able to travel. I work from home, so I can travel and go see grandkids.
Oh, that's
3 in St.
wonderful.
George and 2 in Oregon.
2 in St. George.
3 in St. George.
Oh,
Yeah,
then hit me
Jessica's-
up if you ever come. You'll be coming through.
That's
Hit
right.
me
Yeah,
up.
you're down there.
We can go have a tomahawk.
Perfect. At noon.
Yes,
Talking about a tomahawk steak, right?
I am talking about the steak.
Yeah, at noon.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Kevin. I really appreciate
Appreciate
it.
you having me. Thanks for inviting.
All right, my friend, you got it. All right. That's fun. Thank you so much, Kevin. What a stud. All right. Next up, we have an update from a Heart of ER Shred recipient. That is Heidi Ryder. You out there, Heidi? Can you unmute?
Hello.
Hello. What you got there?
I am outside
Wow.
because I'm in Florida in our 40-foot rig. Last night I was on a Zoom call with Dr. Ina, and it was going in and out. So I decided to come outside because they're having bingo down at the clubhouse. So I couldn't go down there,
You chose us over bingo.
Absolutely. Yes. To see all these beautiful faces. Absolutely.
Thank you. That's a lot.
I'm in Florida right now, and I should be wearing my ER Shred, cut out shoulders
You get
shirt.
up. Yeah.
But instead it's cold here, and I'm wearing my sweater, and it says
Oh,
thankful.
thankful.
I am so thankful for this group, for you, Crystal, the whole board, everybody.
Well, we're thankful for you too. So let's do this the right way. Thank you
Yep.
for that. That was beautiful. Thank you. I'm so happy to have you here. You look amazing, by the way. You look like you've gotten younger. So I don't know if that's something that other people have told you. But first off, calling in from Florida, and
I'll be 64 next month,
Oh my gosh, Heidi, that's amazing.
but
You
I
look really
feel
amazing.
better than I was in my 20s. So that just says it all.
It gets better, doesn't it? Like I was telling Kevin, it gets better. So
Oh,
how long, now real quick, I know it was Glenn and Ina that originally shared ER Shred with you, Dr. Glenn and Ina Nozek, right?
yes.
And
Mhm.
so how long have you been doing it?
Well, I started Dr. Ina's Restart group in September of 2020. Okay.
Yep.
And doing a 3-week sugar detox. And after that, I saw Glenn's results and heard about this, looked into it, and I said, yeah, this can work. After doing a 3-week sugar detox and knowing how my body felt, I wanted to continue because, yeah, so I started November 15th, 11 days before Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving, I brought in 2 foods, spinach and onions, and had the turkey. That wasn't a culprit food of mine, and just kept going over the holidays. And it was the easiest holidays that I've ever experienced, with no cravings for carbs and sugars, and having the energy and feeling fantastic.
So cool. Okay. So
Yeah.
tell everybody, what is your passion so they know you better?
My passion right now is connecting with people. Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty
I
cool.
mean,
There's
besides my 2 grandchildren, being married for 40 years and traveling, being on the road, now it's connecting with people. It's really cool.
It's very cool. Very
Yes.
cool. And I connect with that very much.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
What does your license plate say? Right there
Isa
behind
Life.
you. Isa Life?
Yeah.
That is so
Isa
cool.
Life.
That's what I thought. That's what I
We
thought it
brought down
said.
my, yeah, I didn't know
Yeah.
if you,
No, I can.
it's
I
so
mean,
far away,
I
but
can almost make it out, but I assume that's what it said. That's really cool.
yeah. Bill, came home with the dually diesel, picked me up, and we chose to bring my car down. But the 5th wheel has ER Shred on it.
On the license plate. Yeah.
On the license plate. Yeah.
Yeah, you're so awesome. Thank you. I like that. Thank you so much.
And it's funny because we live in a community, a circle community, and someone walked by and said, Isa Life, is that Isagenix? And here she does it as well. So
that's cool. That's
it is
really cool.
She
So
wants to know more about the ER Shred. She doesn't know anything about it.
yeah, share the shred with
Yeah.
her. That's fun.
Yeah.
It's oh boy, is it catching on right now, Heidi? Oh my gosh. With
Yes.
people coming and checking it out, it's a lot of eyeballs on it. So that's exciting. So that's
Yes.
why it's so important that we have people like you on here that have been going for over a year. And like what kind of an update would you give people about your initial result relative to how you're doing now?
We have the disclaimer, right?
Sure.
But I have to tell you, for 20 years, I was getting allergy shots, 5 allergy shots a week. Okay. With doing the ER Shred, I know I have to stay away from dairy. Dairy is my huge culprit. As soon as I eat something, I know within a half hour to an hour, I get the mucus in my throat. I've had 5 sets of tubes in my ears as an adult, 1 set as a child. And I've been suffering with all that fluid in my ears, nose, throat.
Yeah.
And the ER Shred, I've saved so much money not going to the ENT, and I'm sleeping better. Yeah.
So cool.
It is cool.
How much weight did you lose initially? Do you remember?
In the very beginning, yeah, my first 11 days, I lost 14.5 pounds. And I lost a total of 30 inches overall. but around my stomach area, it was unbelievable. It was like 8 inches, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so how has it been? Has it been, would you say it's been empowering moving on to the lifestyle more so? Or would you say that
Oh,
are you doing this out of fear? Are you doing this because you're going, oh, I just don't want to lose these results? Or are you doing it
no,
because
no, 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 no. You know what? My life, my body is at peace right now, you know. We're retired, so we live 1/3 of the time in Pennsylvania, 1/3 of the time in Florida, and 1/3 of the time on the road. So we did 60 days cross country from Pennsylvania to California and back. And every morning, incubated shake, my bulletproof coffee, it just kept my body at peace. Where when we go to the Loves and the Pilots to get fuel, I'm not craving to get the junk food.
Mhm.
You know, in the past, I'll be honest with you, I used to sneak buying the food, and then Bill would be driving, and yeah, I was addicted to the sugar and carbs. Now,
I think we all were, if we're being honest.
mm-hmm,
Hmm.
no more,
No
no
more.
more. No, my body's loving me now, and I'm loving the way I feel. I'm telling you,
Oh my God, I
I
love it. I'm just so happy
I
for you because I know the feeling. And I'm at, I
mhm.
think 18 months now, maybe 19 months. And it just becomes a new normal. And then you look back and you go, what the hell was wrong with me? You know, like, what was I
Yeah,
thinking?
but you know what? I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, I have a husband that loves to eat out, you know,
Oh, yeah.
60 days on the road, and we ate out 50 times,
That's
50
hard.
days.
That's
Know?
tough.
But I do now know how to dissect a menu, you know, and if something doesn't serve me, I can feel the inflammation around my new knee. I have a knee replacement. I can feel the inflammation around that. And then I'll take a little bit of Cleanse for Life before I go to bed. And I'm fine, you
So
know.
cool.
And then start out the next morning with my bulletproof coffee and my incubated shake.
Get
And
back on the
yeah,
tracks.
oh, and no guilt,
No
you
guilt.
know,
No.
no.
No, that's
Uh,
important, actually.
You
I lived a
you
lot of my life with
enjoy,
guilt. Guilt is no
yeah,
bueno.
you enjoy, and you learn to let go, and you learn to listen to your body, and your body will tell you whether it served you or it did not, what you
Mm.
put in your body, you know.
So
And
you didn't know how to listen to your body before.
yeah,
You didn't know how your body's language or how it communicates with you. Isn't that a phenomenon?
yes, yes, I can tell you in almost every part of my body after eating something whether it was good for me or what or it wasn't. But I don't get upset. I don't blame myself. I don't get angry anymore. I don't get off of the healthy lifestyle that I'm living. I
Mhm.
just let go, and you have the next day to start.
Yeah.
And you can correct yourself with the Cleanse for Life a little bit at night, you know, and yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Mhm.
I love it so much. I'm so grateful for you. Is there anything else you'd like to add? On behalf of the entire, community and the board, you're one of those hearts of ER Shred. I hope you know how meaningful that is to us. Because why are you here? You don't need to be here, right? You don't need to be doing this. Why are you here? Why are you here sharing tonight?
Well, I'm sharing because I care.
Yeah.
I have someone that just started. She has one more day to go, and she's now inspiring me. The newcomers are inspiring me, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's the gratitude that we feel from those we serve and help. The gratitude is the most high vibrational energy in the world. And to
Mm-hmm.
feel that gratitude from others, it sure makes you feel like a superhero.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, I would get upset when people couldn't understand what I was saying. And it's like, come on, you got to do this. But no, everybody, you know, when the time is right, I know they'll come to me, you know, I just have to
Mhm.
keep putting it out there like I am now, you know, and if I don't reach, I'm not doing it for the money, you know, I mean, we're fine, you know, but
Sure.
I'm doing it because I finally feel good. I've been heavy all my life, you know. I lost the spleen at the age of 10. My immune system has never been better than now. I can honestly say I don't put any of that stuff in my body,
Yeah.
and I've stayed healthy. Came down here, everybody's sick, and I'm like, just give me a hug. I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Dang.
No.
Dang.
Yeah.
Impervious.
Yeah.
Ah, I love
And
it.
if you feel that little tickle in your throat, you take a sea life and you keep putting the good stuff in your body, and yeah.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
go on and on, but
I know.
you have
I know.
others, and
Thank you so much for
you're
coming
welcome.
on, for
Hey,
being willing
hey,
to share an
Sean.
update.
Sorry, dude. Sorry.
Jesse boy, what's up,
Sorry,
man?
I'm sorry.
Go
Heidi's
ahead.
like so special to me. Hi, Heidi.
Hi, Jess.
She, oh my gosh. First of all, I don't even know where to begin with you. I could ask you so many questions, but one, congratulations. I'm so proud of you because I know that you've nonstop every day. It's taken you a long, long time to get to this place of I love myself and you forgive yourself. And, I just wanted to highlight this too and congratulate you, but also highlight this and hope that make a little special note here, Sean, because this was, between last night's call and what Heidi's sharing right now, I believe in my soul, this is the magical piece that people need to get to for this long-term thing. So I wanted to see if I could pull a little more value out of you, Heidi, and just say, I've noticed some posts in the group. I haven't been able to be as active, but I pay attention, I listen, and I look. And there's a lot of people comparing themselves now. And there's a lot of people saying, oh, well, I'm 7 days in and I haven't done this and this person's done that. And, I know you've been there because you've shared that with me. Can you give those people from your perspective of doing this for so long, can you maybe give them a little bit of tips and tricks and like, what does that mean to dissect the menu and how do you balance life, going throughout? I know obviously it's your will and the fact that you feel so good, but maybe kind of, people just need a little bit more to obviously get that breakthrough that you've been through now. So I wanted to
Yes.
see if we could possibly pull that out of you. I don't know if we got a lot of time for that, Sean, but I think that's important.
Yeah. Please keep in mind all the foods that's being served in the restaurants, in the schools, in the nursing homes. I call it what's called factory food. It's coming off of those trucks, and I don't want to name those trucks, but it's all factory food. It's fake food. You eat junk, you feel like junk, you know. Obviously, if we can make everything at home, but sometimes you got to go out and enjoy life. Like I said, I have a husband that loves to eat. We travel a lot, but now I know how to rebalance, and the ER Shred lifestyle is for life. It's not a quick fix. It's not just the 11 days or a couple months. You will learn your body more and more. And dissecting the menu. I think I've shown this week, there was 2 things on the menu out of everything that I saw that would serve my body well. And I was happy having it, and my body thanked me because, yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you so much. So really I hear for people, it's giving yourself permission to allow yourself the time to really embrace the journey. This is not about a mission of an 11-day perfection program. This isn't about, it's really learning self-love. It's learning that balance and, learning how to realize like first, you can still go out and you can still do all these things. Sorry, my dog's going crazy. You can still do all these things, but it's giving yourself that time and that permission to to be okay with just getting to know you, right? Like, I think is that kind of the big thing with people, is just stick with it, would you say?
Yeah, absolutely. And it becomes easier and easier, you know. Back home, I was at several parties and I chose not to drink. I made it look like I was having a nice drink, club soda and lemon or whatever, you know, but I was enjoying myself with other people, feeling good, being dressed up. And it's like Crystal says, it's about the entertainment. It's not about the food, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Years
Yeah.
ago, it was like, what are you going to bring? What are you going to make? What do you know, this and that. No, it's about,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Well, you know, and the
Beautiful.
thing you're talking about, such as connectedness with other people. It's interesting how I said this in a video early on in ER Shred. I said, if you can get to your natural state, you'll be shocked how much better of a person you are, how much better of a husband you are, how much better of a provider you are, how much better of everything you are, because we're just better when we feel well. We just are.
How much better of a grandmom I am. I am playing, having fun, and you know what my reward is? The love that I can feel that they have for me, because yeah, I love playing. Playing at 6'4".
Thank you so much. Jesse, anything else there, brother?
No, I think that's beautiful. We can
Yeah.
we can move on to it more. I think I just really wanted to highlight that. I want to focus on that more for people. You know, I think it's a huge piece that we can kind of, you know, level into this for others now. And it's just so beautiful to see, you know, with us being around for 18 months, like you and I were giddy like little schoolgirls again on the phone today. We're like the depth, like when people are here now for a year plus, you know, it's not some rinky dinky 11-day rodeo. Like it's really long. It's having that message. It's being okay with the bigger picture. And I just really wanted to highlight that.
I love how much it
Beautiful.
means to you. I love that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love to see that in you. I feel the exact same way, but it's I see it in you and it's so genuine, and I love it.
Yeah. And you know what? Don't be afraid to, I fired so many of my doctors because they just wanted to push the pill on me and I proved them wrong, you know, so get blood work done, compare, and you'll see a big difference and you'll prove it to them too. So, okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you,
Thank
Heidi.
you.
Thank you so much. All right, you guys, that was awesome. Heidi is always awesome, and you guys will get to know her better in the group. If you haven't, you know, go check out everything she's posted, and I think, you know, you'll find a new friend there. Next up, we have, and for those of you that are towards the back end, appreciate your patience. But I'm just going in random order here. Dorothy Mays, are you out there? Dorothy Mays. I think I saw her on here. I'm going to ask her to unmute. Dorothy, if you're there, go ahead and click unmute.
Unmute. Can you hear
I
me?
think you did it. Hello,
Oh,
there's a
good.
familiar face.
Hey, you know, I am not good at this.
Hey, guess what? Here's the cool thing though. Listen, anybody can be an ER shredder. Just do the ER shred. To become an ER shred warrior, there's a rite of passage, and you've got to come on this call and you've got to share your results. And so with that said, just know that this is casual. This is fun. If you haven't already gathered, we're a bunch of goofballs. We're not real formal and stiff. We love people, and we love you. We're excited you're here. So where are you calling from, Dorothy Mays?
I am calling you from Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Oh, very cool. And who was it that shared ER Shred with you?
You know, I think it was you. I think I would see you on Facebook sharing it. I mean, I've been with Isagenix for like ever and a day.
Uh-huh.
I think I started back in like 2005, maybe.
Yep.
And then just, just been doing products pretty much,
No, very cool.
here and there. Yeah.
What is your passion?
Oh, my passion is to start my own business. I've been thinking about it a lot lately. I've been laid off for about a month now, and just going like to interviews and trying to prove myself. I know what I know, and either I'm overqualified or something, So it's like, well, maybe it's time to start working for myself again, which I've done before, and I love the freedom. I have my own cleaning business for like 22 years.
Wow.
So I've been thinking a lot lately, what do I want to do when I grow up?
I love that. I think we're all doing that. I think that's what happens at 20 and then 40 and then 60. I think you never stop feeling that. I haven't
Yeah.
stopped feeling that.
I think
So,
every
Dorothy,
10 years is you start a new life. It's
hey,
time to learn something new and recreate every 10 years.
What's so cool about the people of ER Shred, our ER shredders, is that there is a lot of depth. My wife is doing these things with all the ER shredders. It's called 5 questions. And
I did that with her.
that's what I thought. And and that might be why it came to my mind, because she said, Sean, and she had mentioned your name. She had mentioned Ruby. She told me all the different people that have been on it. And she said, Sean, you know what? These people, there's depth with these people. Like they know a lot of really cool things, and they have a lot of really amazing aspirations and accomplishments and dreams. And so she was just speaking to that and telling me about all the different people and what she'd learned from them. And she's finding a lot of fulfillment in that. So I get what you're saying. Is what I'm trying to say is I totally get what you're saying. I feel like the Sean Escobar of 10 years ago, or gosh, even truthfully, even 2 years ago, that Sean is dead.
Yeah.
And I'm somebody else. That's a different person altogether. Well,
every
Dorothy,
5 minutes.
Okay.
Every 5 minutes. It's already dead and gone. Time to move on. Right?
That's great. That's grace. I like that. Dorothy, what was your experience like? What unfolded for you with the ER shred?
I was thinking like before, because I was reading through the questions, and I was thinking before ER shred, I had discomfort throughout my whole body. And I just felt like it was my age. I felt like the older I get, the more discomforts I'm getting. I even, my knees, I thought my knees were rubbing bone to bone and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm feeling more discomfort, more unhealthy. And I just didn't know what to do. And I thought, shoot, I'm going to be dying if I keep feeling like this and keep going backwards, So I seen the ER shred, and with the ER shred, you read it because we're raised to have our carbs and have, that
Totally
heart healthy diet.
Totally.
And, I tried the heart healthy diet and I'm gaining more weight. I try eating salads and try doing good, and I'm gaining more weight and I'm getting more discomfort. And it's like, what the heck? So I started with the ER shred. And when I started with the ER shred, it was hard at first. I mean, because it's like, I'm so used to seeing my veggies and my meat and, all my nice little pretty plate all made up and everything. So I would just take like maybe a piece of pork chop to work with me, and then I would just heat that up and eat that. And I've been noticing people's plates, how they decorate them with different meats, so that it's like, well, my steak could be my meat, my pork chop could be my potatoes, and and my bacon could be, But anyway, says
just playing tricks on the brain, right?
Yeah. It's like, it's really crazy. And then too, like my son and my husband, they're always saying, that's high cholesterol. You're going to have a heart attack or a stroke, and my son's always saying clear, whatever. And then my husband, I know. So I says, you know what, I'm going to try it. If I cut out all the carbs and just stick with my meat and my butter and my protein shakes, my shakes are going to give me all the nutrients I need. Plus my meat meal and the butter, they're going to start burning my fat for me. And without the carbs, I'm not going to be building my arteries with the bad sugar that causes the heart attacks. So I'm just going to do this, And so the other day I was walking down the stairs and my husband says, wow, you look really thin. And I says, I do. That's a good compliment because he never says that, you know.
How much
And
weight
so
have
I
you,
start
how
looking
much
at
have you,
myself.
how much, oh, keep going, please.
Oh, so I start looking at myself more and stuff and noticed, you know, because I gain it mostly on my stomach, and my stomach is, it's not as flat as I'd like it to be, but it's gone down a lot. I don't look 9 months pregnant anymore, you know, and stuff. And the other thing too is that I could walk up my steps without discomfort in my knees, because remember, I thought it was bone to bone.
Yeah.
I think it was inflammation on inflammation. You know,
Interesting.
the inflammation from all the carbs and stuff, because now that I'm not eating that, I'm running up and down the stairs. I'm carrying my own laundry down. My son doesn't have to help me.
How
And
long,
I'm
how
just
long has
moving.
this been for you?
I started back, I think towards the mid of October,
So
21.
you're, okay. All right.
Um,
Let me think. What is that? 3, 4 months? 3.5 months? Okay. All
yeah,
right.
about almost 3.5. Yeah,
How much weight did you lose altogether? Or
20 pounds,
20 pounds?
20
Congratulations.
pounds.
Did you
Uh,
also do the inches? Did you measure?
I did the start inches. I haven't done
You haven't done
another.
the after? Oh my
I
gosh.
know.
If you do that, whenever you feel inclined, if it, if it feels good, if it feels right, you might share the inches lost in the group
I'm
because
sure it's quite a bit, because I went from a size, well, if we could go by pants size, I went from a size 14 jeans and I'm down to like a 8, a 10, 8. So I don't know how many
that's
inches that
pretty
is
dang
right there.
significant.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Congratulations. Did you ever have that come alive moment where you just
You know,
noticed that, oh my gosh, I feel incredible?
yeah, before I got laid off, my company moved to a big building and we helped them move. And I was picking up these boxes and I was running and loading them in the box. And I could not move. I could not walk before. And I'm helping load up these boxes. I'm squatting down, picking them up, running to, you know, I'm moving.
You're
I'm
moving.
moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's exciting to me because I thought I was dying.
Oh boy.
And not to
Yeah.
be able to live and just move, just to be able to walk is exciting to me.
Yeah, that is exciting. I'm so happy for you. I see the joy.
Yeah.
Have you noticed anything in the way of cutting the cravings? Have you noticed that?
Yes, I have. I have like my boys that live with me, my husband and my son, they like to bring in the cookies,
Oh
the
yeah.
Oreo cookies, the extra cream, the ding dongs and all that.
Yep.
I did give in one day and they were just little heart ding dongs. And
Sure.
I had one of those and I hurt so bad. It's like, I don't want to do that no more.
You actually
But they
noticed that
keep,
your body was in more pain thereafter.
yes, right away. I feel it
And
right
yet
away.
before ER shred, you never would have interpreted that, right?
No,
Isn't that
I
fascinating?
wouldn't have had that. Yeah, I wouldn't
You
make sense of,
you weren't connected.
no,
It's like you're
no.
muted. You're muted and you have no idea what's causing it. I get it.
Mm-mm,
I'm so
mm-mm.
happy for you. You seem so happy.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to thank you for coming on. Is there anything else that you'd like to share?
I don't know. I've been putting out there. I want a cookbook, and I've been thinking about
So you've been requesting a cookbook, right?
a cookbook from ER Shred.
We've
Yeah,
got
everybody pitch in. Everybody
we've got
pitch in
so
there.
much talent in this group, and it's such a collaborative. I guarantee you, just because you just said it, it'll happen.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they're working on it right now.
I believe so. That's fun. That's really fun. We ought to put one together and then print it, and then like have it. Like
Yeah,
that'd be
it could
cool.
start out as an online kind of thing, where we just share with the ER group online,
Yeah,
and then eventually maybe have people purchase it once we could get it all together.
that's fun. That's a great
Because
idea.
everybody on ER Shred, they have such amazing recipes. Their food looks so delicious.
Yeah. You play a lot in the group. I noticed that. You show up a lot, you post a lot, you comment a lot. So thank you for that. Is there a reason you're doing that?
Because it's questions I have. A lot of
Yeah.
times if I post something out there, I feel like if I have this question, somebody else might have it. And so I'll just post things out there. And then also I kind of give details of like how I drink my coffee or how I do my shakes. time savers in case it might help somebody else. And they could utilize that information in order to make their days, a lot easier and stuff like that.
Great. Do you like the community? Do you enjoy it?
I do enjoy the community. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Me too. It's a lot of fun. Positivity.
Yes, a
All
lot
right.
of good people. All good
Dorothy,
people. All good
thank
people.
you so much. You're awesome. You did it.
Okay,
You're an
thank
ER
you.
shred warrior now. So
Hey, yay.
be proud. You did it. You did great. You hit a home run. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. All right. We've got two more. We've got out there Rebecca Grimm Mayfield. Are you out there, Rebecca? And can you unmute yourself? I don't know if I see Rebecca on here. Just
Okay,
looking.
there we go. I kept trying to.
I was
hold
going to
my
say,
space bar
I
down.
knew you.
Work.
I knew you were on, but then I didn't see your name in this. So now there you are. Thank you. Hey, hey,
y'all.
where are you calling from?
I'm in Mays, which is a suburb of Wichita, Kansas.
Oh, cool. Okay, very good. And who shared ER Shred with you?
That square over there for me, Don Drury.
Oh, let's do that. Watch, ready? Let's do that. Here we go. Which one is it? Oh, you got him. So it was Don Drury, right?
Yeah, yep. He's
And
from
what
back
did
in
he
my
do? He
hometown.
just came and twist your arm and said you're doing this crazy thing.
No, I am actually. He's quite a bit older than me. Sorry, Don, but he was one of my sister's classmates back up in
cool.
northern Michigan. And so, everybody up there, it's so small. Everyone's friends with each other on Facebook pretty much because, it's the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
And anyways, I just kept seeing Don post and post. And as I'm looking at Facebook every day, feeling like crap because of what I'm eating and my weight and my lack of physical ability that I used to have, the lack of feeling good about myself or feeling that I even look good. And I just would watch Don's post over and over and over. And I don't really interact a lot, but I just I just watched it and watched it and watched it. And so then I started doing some research about October, November on the Isagenix and what ER Shred was. And I knew I wasn't emotionally ready to commit over the holidays, that I had to go all in or nothing at all. So I waited until after the holiday, and then I messaged Don and reached out and just said, what do I do? And he's been my guide.
Okay, so that's cool. And before we go any further, what is your passion?
Joy and adventure.
Ooh.
We were put here on earth by whatever being you feel put us here.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful place to live. And I want to experience all the joy and all the adventures that this earth has to give through experiences and people.
Like, that's killer. Wow. Wow, that's beautiful. I'm just feeling it. Let me feel it, because that's a good one. That was a good one, and I dig it. I'm sitting there and while you're saying that, and I'm going, but I don't want to go jump out of an airplane.
Well, airplanes would not have been invented if there was not a purpose behind them. No parachute would have been invented.
You're awesome. Okay, so Rebecca, what unfolded for you on the ER Shred? How did it go?
January 17th was start date. I got everything days ahead of time, lined it all out on my counter, studied Don's guide that he sent me the link to for the ER Shred and for the Isagenix, and sat down with my calendar and wrote down how this was going to play out for me.
Mm-hmm.
Don also hooked me up, and I don't know if we're allowed to say the name brand of something, but a box of meat that comes to your house once a month.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah. One of those. Yeah.
The picture box.
Yeah.
And so I had that pre-ordered and ready and had that all, planned out, because steak and shrimp and bacon. Oh yes.
Oh yes.
And so I just had it all set up, and with my busy erratic work schedule, I knew that this would have to be planned. All 11 days would have to be planned. And I did, and I had to lean on Don quite a bit right there, those, through each of those first events of, the first shred, which started January 17th. And sure enough, at the end of my very first shred, I had amazing results.
What were they?
Let me get my piece of paper so I get my numbers right. At the end of my first shred, it was, Don, do you remember how much I didn't put my first shred? I put what I'm in day 9 of my second shred, and I'm at 17 pounds. I think I was like at 12 pounds.
Cool.
Or
Yeah.
But and as of this morning, I am down a total of how many inches? 26 and a half inches.
Oh my gosh. Congratulations.
So,
wow.
Thank you.
Wow. Everyone's clapping for you, just so you know. I like to call our ER shred warriors heroes, because as one individual pointed out, we have a lot of conditioning that we're trying to overcome that we weren't even aware of. And for us to be able to take back control, I think it takes a hero. What other benefits did you realize as you took back control?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was on it even affects your emotions and your mental abilities. That I was on a stress related, through work and just a stress related carbo load and sugar load, 5, 6, 7, 8 Pepsis, full on Pepsis a day. No problem to order out, lasagna for lunch and spaghetti with meatballs for dinner. And that, I wasn't feeling good. And if I don't feel good, food makes me feel better. So I'm going to order this big dish of spaghetti and meatballs and just, it's been 5 days and every meal I've had is bread and carbs, but
Totally.
And then
I think we're all sitting here going, we know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're not,
but with the shred, it was just like, oh my gosh, it wasn't even day 4 and no more headache, no more sugar cravings. I passed a box of donuts and I think my stomach actually flopped in disgust. It just turned everything off. I literally, after years and years of either a Coke or a Pepsi addiction, probably 20, 30 years of it, I have no desire. This right here, quality H2O, it's my addiction now.
You actually have not had any soda since?
No.
Wow. Have you ever tried to give up soda before?
Once or twice, and within a week, I'm back on it because there's nothing. Your body is still craving because I still have sugars from other things.
Yeah.
And it's like your brain gets addicted.
I agree 100%. Let's talk about how you feel energy wise, emotionally. How's that all going?
Oh, it's incredible. Don told me day 5, come alive. He was not kidding. I mean, I woke up that morning and I went into work and organized, planned 5 or 6 different projects that had been sitting there and just kind of like, I might get to that one. I might get to that one. Done. I mean, and with such mental clarity, like, why didn't I do this before? And in the last week or two, or week and a half since, as I've progressing my second shred, I have been so productive at work. I feel, today I had to get in and out of a tractor trailer truck, just popped in, popped out. Wow, that wasn't even an effort. I even jumped off the last step without even thinking. So
I'm sitting here thinking, I love how people like yourself share these quality of life enhancements. And like, we don't even really, like, I didn't ask for that. But you know what I mean? Like, as you think about, how do I feel? Do you know how much I'm getting done? Like, that is.
Yeah. And it makes obviously, and then it's like, oh my gosh, that makes you, when you talk about feel as emotional, it changes your emotions because you're feeling proud and happy with yourself, which then snowballs into, I'm still passing those donuts, the whole office is ordering out from McDonald's, and no, I'm going to sit here and enjoy my egg and bacon.
Yeah. it gets better. And I don't say that hypishly. I don't say that, it gets better. The emotional component and the joy and really the awareness of self, the self-observation is the biggest phenomenon of all for me that I realized through my ER shred experience. I almost feel like I can suspend above my body and watch myself and observe my behavior. Just like my body has the ability now to speak to me about food, I feel like my being has the ability to improve my how would you call that? My human. My being has the ability to observe and improve my human. It's phenomenon. So anything else you've noticed around anything at all? I want to make sure you get it all out.
Well, muscle strength, things like that. One of my joys is I love going down near Destin, Florida, and getting off the airplane and going right to the kayak and getting out there kayaking. Last summer was miserable in that heat and trying to get in and out of a kayak and the weight and the feeling like I was and my muscle tone. And I'm already, just getting down on the floor and squatting down and just standing up without the aid or assistance of anything. And that goes to that joy of life, the joy of adventure. I mean, I'm 3.5 weeks into this, and I'm planning on almost continual shredding until I get where I want, with just the short break in between, a 3 to 5 day break, depending on the calendar and my events. I have no problem eating this way. I love the way I feel. Why would I change? Why would I even introduce another food at this point in time? Now, down the road, yes.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, this Sunday for Super Bowl is one of my off days between shreds, and I'm not going to go hog wild. I did get grass fed, things to make nachos and whatnot,
Sure.
nachos and whatever. But I'm going to indulge on Sunday a little bit, but I also know in my heart that I don't want to overindulge because I know how I'll feel afterwards.
Good
And
word.
I don't want to go to work
Good
Monday.
word though. Good word. You're an ER shredder. Good word. Indulge a little. I like that. We don't like the word cheat because cheat carries with it shame. Man, I'm digging on your story, and I totally know you came alive. I totally see that you did come alive. How do you feel about the person who shared ER shred with you now, based on the result you've had?
Lifesaver. I mean, I'm 57, and I know at the end of the summer when I turn 58, I'm going to Michigan and I'm taking Don out to a steak dinner. Coming through Grand Rapids.
I love that. I love that, because that's what we're trying to say, guys. Like, word of mouth is the most effective form of influencing people and getting something out there to the world and helping people. And what's cool about this is Don, when he hears that gratitude, when he feels that gratitude, it makes him feel like a superhero. So not only do you have the ability to become a hero, but you just made someone else a superhero. That's pretty cool. Thank you so much for coming on. I'm so excited to have you with us. And I just want to encourage you to keep playing in the group, please, because all of you that have come on, please keep playing, because it's a good group. It's a good tribe. It's all goodness, and we need more of our like kind. We can't get enough. Thank you so much. All right. Did I lose you guys? Can you guys hear me? You cut out for a second. Thank you so much, Rebecca. Oh man, this is fun. Last one, Belle Baumgartner, I think it is.
Yeah, that's good.
Hi, Belle. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for being with us. You're our final share.
All right.
Yes. So we already spoke, which was fun. And first of all, where are you calling from?
Canada, BC, Canada.
BC, Canada. Yes. And who shared ER shred with you?
Actually, I followed a Facebook page like Isagenix Lifestyle, which got the ear got introduced there.
Cool.
And so I joined the ear group and want to know everything about it and started doing that.
Love that. What is your passion?
My passion is fishing.
Oh my gosh, that's cool.
What?
You are an ER shredder. Oh, yeah. That's cool. Your passion's fishing. Has it always been?
No, since I'm in Canada, actually, since 7 years, it's fishing and my job.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a logging truck driver.
You are an ER shredder. You are so meant for us. We're so meant for you. I love this. Okay, Belle. And what unfolded for you when you went on the ER shred? What unfolded for you? What's your story?
Well, I was 270 pounds when I started. I felt my knees hurt, my back hurt. And as a truck driver, you're always snacking. So yes, I started doing Isagenix, which hit me like every plateau I ever hit, it got jumped. And then I hit such a great plateau, which I couldn't jump no matter what I tried. So I was reading about ER shred and kind of like, okay, I can live with bacon, eggs, meat. Man, that sounds amazing. Yeah. So started doing an ER shred and oh my God, like I jumped my plateau. I lost inches immediately. My non-scale victories are a size M, which I never could wear in my life before. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I was in love with ER shred. I still am, and I always will be in love with ER shred.
That is so cool. I love this. Jesse's digging on it. Jesse, why are you so happy? What's going on, brother?
Dude, I'm just happy, honestly, that it's truly helping people shift their life.
Yeah.
Like I remember that feeling. Like I remember the connection, and I just remember it was like, whoa, and like this is just so fun to listen to. I mean, what else is there? Like, why? Like, this is what we should do, right? Like, people should help people, and people should celebrate people, and people should help pick people up, and people should become friends with people. Like we're missing that, and like I'm just giddy because it just makes me happy. So
makes me happy too. Thank you, Jesse. Yeah. Belle, how many pounds and inches did you lose?
With ER shred, over 30 pounds.
Yes, congratulations.
And, altogether, I'm not quite sure about how many inches, but on the waist, I lost over 12 inches.
On the waist, you lost over 12 inches.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, congratulations. That's tremendous.
Thank you. Yeah. If I see the pictures before and after, like when I started with Isagenix and now, like, I can't believe it. Like myself, I can't believe it. Like, is this really me? Like, this is a new me. Yeah.
What other non-scale victories have you noticed? Like things that
my energy levels, like I'm out in the truck 10, 12 hours a day, right? And before, I always kind of got tired around noonish, like, oh man, I could crawl up in a corner and sleep, right? Now it's like, turn and burn, baby. Get me loaded. I want to get another load in. Come on. Yeah.
You're just lit. You just got, is that right? Oh my gosh.
I got set on fire. Yeah.
You did. Yeah. You came alive too.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Isn't it cool when I say that you know what I'm talking about? And it's like this thing we have together, and people that have never felt it, they don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah. And it's actually sad because you kind of want to explain it to him, like, you know what I mean? Like you got to try it because you will come alive. Like,
yeah.
you can live your life like you always dreamed of, but if you try this, you will actually live.
Damn, that's good. What have you noticed in terms of lifestyle? Have you noticed, other than the, you mentioned the truck driving and you're able to work more, have you noticed anything else?
I sleep better.
Oh, good.
My God, I have a good night's sleep. Like no fire could wake me up. Like, which is good. I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't slept through for a long time, and when I started ER Shred, I could sleep at least for 6 hours straight through. It was not possible before, and I love it. Like, I need my sleep as being out on the road all day. Otherwise, yeah, like I said, my energy levels. Then also just my knees don't hurt anymore. I haven't had a back since November, which is great. Like I lift weights with no issues. Like, it's amazing.
You're amazing. That's fantastic. I'm so happy for you. I hope you're proud of yourself, because
I am. Yeah.
you really should be. I know all of us are very proud of you. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a different view here. I'm going to tell everybody to clap for you. Watch this. Watch. Can everybody clap for Belle and everybody else that shared tonight? My gosh. You guys are amazing. Just absolutely unbelievable. Belle, is there anything else you'd like to share before I invite Jesse to close us out?
Don't ever give up your shred. Like, give it a try. You will fall in love, and you will help others with your passion.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Belle. With that, I'm going to turn it over for a couple minutes for Jesse just to close us out. Jesse is our ER Shred ambassador. He's our nutrition coach. We appreciate you being on here, Jesse. You there?
Yeah, brother.
Wow, Jesse. Wow.
Wow.
Geez.
I'm
Unbelievable.
gonna have trouble sleeping tonight. It's a good thing the baby's gonna keep me up anyways. We'll be good.
You can sit and think about all the people we need to reach.
It's I can't stop thinking about all the people. It's crazy. You and I were talking today, and I shared something with you, and I've had this itch, right, to forever, for as long as I've known you, for longer than I've known you. When I had this connection, when I had this thing with food, I'd been through my own journey. It was frustrating. It was miserable. It was aggravating. It was up. It was down. It was left. It was right. It was trying all these things. It was thinking I was doing the right thing and following the so-called, experts and going to school and learning all this stuff. And it was, I can't scream to let out what I want to let out, but that's what it felt like, right?
Yeah.
One, I can't curse, and two, the baby's sleeping. So put that together.
You can curse, boy. You can curse, all right.
That's the emotion that I want to express. So when I had this, it was like this thing of like, okay, I want to help people. Like I just felt this thing, like, I've always wanted to help people. It's been a cool thing. I never knew what that was like. And it's so cool to kind of, see it. I've tried to run away from it, tried to go. And I was talking to you today about how just raw and authentic, and how such a beautiful just community and vibe. And I mean, look at the beautiful people, like seriously, like Rebecca, like, because life is supposed to be fun and amazing, you're damn straight. And that's my why too. Like when people are like, why? Like, how can you? I go, what do you mean? Like, I can climb 14,000 foot mountains and look at the world from up there. It's like unlike anything else. I can keep up. I can go with the little guy. I can still have energy. Look at me, right? I have a 4-month-old, not supposed to be normal, right? It's just this euphoric feeling. And even all the levels 20 years later, I keep pulling back more and trying more and learning more. And I just want to, that's why I keep highlighting the mindset for people, Sean. And I keep, remember it's a journey. The cool thing with food and nutrition and the body and science is it's ever evolving. It's always changing. And if you're not just, living life and pulling the best and getting the best, but you can't have that without the foundation, right? And I'm so happy that we can help people find that foundation, whatever that is for them. and to live it. You know, there is no right or wrong. There is no one way, one size fits all. Some want to just shred. Others want to play around with a little bit of carbs, but still have learned a good enough lesson that food is medicine. Food is so powerful and it talks to us. And we see that in every story that we hear, right? We see the same message, that it's like, just give the body what it needs. Like, it's your temple, it's your treasure, it's your vehicle to anything you want to do in life. Like, you want to make a lot of money, you got to be healthy. You want to love better, you got to be healthy. You want to be a better doctor, you got to be freaking healthy. You want to be a better policeman, you got to be healthy, so on and so forth. Like, it is life. Like, it is my belief that it is life. And I just want to share that with people, because I think everybody deserves it. Everybody deserves these emotions, these feelings, these better things in life. Like, that's what makes me happy. Like, you know that, like, that's our mission. That was what we talked about from the get-go. It was so key to us. And I'm
At
so
40,
grateful
dude,
for
we
this
were
community.
saying at 40 years old, we're gonna crack
We're
this.
not playing.
We're gonna
right?
crack this code, and we're gonna do what we love.
That's it. And it's like, I authentically, I don't know if that's the right word, but I genuinely truly love coming to this and watching these people. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. It
Better
just
than
sends chills.
watching the Super Bowl.
Oh, bro, I don't even watch any of that crap. Like, this is all I do. Like, Crystal thinks I'm crazy sometimes. You know what I mean? I shared that with you today. My wife, she's like, I don't get it. I was like, I know. I can't explain it. Like, that's the emotion that I feel.
It fills you up, brother.
Oh, dude.
It fills you up. You've changed a
So
lot too.
congratulations.
On a personal level, you've changed a lot, and we've all noticed. By the way, we've all noticed.
Well, thank you.
It's amazing.
Yeah, for me, you know, everybody, you know, I love the transformations, and I got to be honest, you know me, Sean. Like, the body and the physique for me is the byproduct of just feeling awesome, and I've tried to feel awesome for many years now. And you know, there wasn't always right or whatever, but I had enough. But there was always things like, I can genuinely tell you that I have never felt better, ever. I mean,
Cool.
the connection to the mind, and, you know, the emerging research and the science. I mean, there's this amazing scientist, Kara Fitzgerald, this MD, and she just, you know, brand new research. In 8 weeks, she was able to reverse the biological age of people by 3 years. I need people to put this in the context, right? And it's simply by just fueling the body with the right stuff. So we'll leave it at that.
Are we in line with that? Is that what you're saying?
We're so in line with this stuff. It's the emerging research that's coming out, and you know, this isn't about claiming anything. This is legit science. This is published research. So, you know, we can say this stuff. I mean, we are so in line with the anti-inflammatory foods, with the nutrition that fuels the body, with what they know fuels what's called the mitochondria, which are located in every single cell in your body. Those are your energy burning factors. They create ATP, which is energy. And, you know, people are talking about taking away these ultra processed foods and these sugar laden foods and these, you know, wheat and dye and stuff that's got, you know, durum wheat that's literally more of a glucose spike than table sugar. I mean, we're talking about, you know, you're regulating that. The top, you know, brains in the world are all about, you know, regulate your inflammation, regulate your glucose. That's the best way to live life. It's physical, it's mental, it's about anti-aging. I mean, dude, you know, and it's not just about,
you're lighting me up with the goosebumps, brother.
You guys have no idea. Like, this is what I do, you know, 6-7 hours a day. I have this in my ear. I'm listening to these things. Like, I breathe it. I love it, you know?
You love it.
And we are so in tune. So that's another thing I'm really excited about, is we're it's no bullshit. You know, there's too much bullshit out there. I mean, listen to the stories of people that have spent years of struggle and pain for what? For what? For somebody to make a freaking dollar? Like, I'm done. So that's another part of the mission, is like just ripping it all open, pulling back the layers, giving people the raw, honest facts and truth. And you know what? Here's the deal. I'll be the freaking guinea pig first. Hallelujah. Let's go. Right. I've always been that way. So we lead, prove it. And then from there, it's support others. And then more have shown up, and it's turned into something now that, like, I don't even know if we expected. We didn't expect this. It's the most beautiful, organic, just amazing thing. And I can only see it just.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's all about the stories. It's all about the results. It's all about the lives changed.
Yeah. So that's
mm.
waving
Yeah.
the top. That's what I got.
I love it, brother. Thank you so much, Jesse. We're going to close it out. We love you all for coming. I'm going to unmute if you guys want to say goodnight. And then I'm headed to basketball practice.
Yay for
Woo-hoo.
basketball.
The dad life. Go ahead and unmute if you guys want to say
Good night,
goodnight.
everybody. Thank you
Good
so
night,
much
everyone.
for all the
Good
players.
night.
Absolutely
everybody.
wonderful call.
Thank
Good
you all.
night.
You guys are amazing.
See you guys tomorrow night for Bob's call with Lenny.
You bet.
All right,
Okay.
you guys. Thank you
Good
so
night.
much. Bye-bye.
Great job,
Good night.
everybody.